Hi there, we are going to work on solving equations 6-1. I'm going to do two examples to be able to help you through your assignment. The first one we are going to do is number 1, -4 times n plus 6 equals 8 times 2n minus 8. All right, so the first thing I always do is I go to the equal sign and I draw a dotted line just because it helps me keep things organized. Whenever you have a number outside the parentheses like this, you have to multiply. It's called the distributive property. So I'm going to take -4 times n and -4 times 6. -4 times n is -4n. -4 times 6 is -24. Then we go to the other side, and I have 8 times 2n and 8 times -8. So I have 16n minus 64. And apologize for my writing because I'm trying to do this on a touch screen with my fingers. Now, as you can see, we've got n's on both, we got variables on both sides. They don't always have to go to the left, but I always will teach you, you're trying to get your variables to one side, numbers to another. Well, I will always move my variables to the left because it will help us when we do inequalities. So right here it says positive 16n. So I'm going to subtract 16n, and what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Now, back over here on the right, we did that by doing the opposite because they make 0 and they cross out. Over here on the left, I have -4 minus 16. So I have -20n. Then, look, I bring this -24 straight down. So it's -24 equals, and now what's left over here is the -64. All right, so now from here, I'm going to move this -24 to the right. Well, to move it to the other side, I have to do the opposite, and I will add 24 to each side. That makes these cancel, and I get -20n equals -40. Now, to get n by itself, this is -20 times n. If they're right next to each other, they're multiplying. So to do the inverse, to do the opposite, you divide, and I will divide each side by -20. That gives me n to be 2, and I will box my answers. For your assignment, I have to see all of these steps and the answers for you to receive credit. I am grading the steps in the process, not just whether you can put it in the calculator and find your answer. So please make sure you have all these steps listed when you turn them in. The second one we are going to do to be able to help you on this assignment is on number 6. X plus 7 plus 3x plus 3 equals 90. Now, I've got my equal sign, so I'm going to draw my dotted line. Now, I don't have any parentheses, so I don't have the distributive property to do. But I can go and look on the left-hand side right here, and I'm going to figure out, I'm going to combine like terms. What goes together? Well, I've got a 1x and a 3x. 1 plus 3 is 4, so that gives me 4x. Now, I did those, but now I have this. I have a 7 and a 3 that can go together. I need to add those. 7 plus 3 is 10. So I've got a positive 10 equals 90. Now it is a two-step equation. To get x by itself, I need to do addition and subtraction first. It says plus 10. The opposite of plus 10 is minus 10. So I'm going to subtract 10 from each side. These cancel, and I get 4x equals 80. From here, 4x means 4 times x. The opposite of times is divide. The inverse of times is divide. So I'm going to divide each side by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So I get 1x equals, and then 80 divided by 4 is 20, and I will box my answers. Again, I have to see all of these steps. The steps in the process is what I'm grading along with the answers. This should help you complete your worksheet 6-1.